Hi, welcome to Recipecheckr. I'm Sunder. Today I'm going to make you one of the most popular Indian cuisine dishes, biryani. Biryani is basically a Mughal dish. Obviously there are so many variants of biryani, but what we're making today is a vegetable biryani. And what is so special about vegetable biryani, what we're making today is, I'm not going to use any of the powdered biryani masalas. I will show you what are the ingredients we need to make a real good, tasty, a fantastic biryani. The ingredients I have today is about 20 of them, so better you take a piece of paper and a pen, note down all this. I'm using a pressure cooker today because this biryani process we're going to make a dum. So the oil, I just take about 40 to 50 ml of oil just to make sure that I need to have enough oil to fry the onions, because frying the onions into the right color is the key for a good biryani. I'm going to add, to start with, the whole garam masala. So obviously I have about 1.5 of bay leaf, about 2 cinnamon. I'm going to pinch the cardamom so that it won't, a few of the cloves. Just want to make sure this is getting wet. I'm going to add onion. So now you can see the onion has got really nicely separated as soon as I put it in. Now I'm going to add slit green chilies, 1, 2, 3. The whole spiciness for the biryani, we're going to get it from this green chili. Little bit of salt. Biryani is a bit of a long process. Probably takes about 45 minutes to an hour, but that's always a main dish. So now it's almost ready. Now you can see the onion is evenly got brown. Now at this stage, some generous quantity of garlic, probably about 2.5 teaspoons. I'm not adding ginger immediately. I want the garlic first to get nicely fried and cooked. So I'm just sauteing it for about a few seconds, probably at least for a minute or so. And I'm going to add 1.5 spoon of ginger. Just add a little bit of water. Adjusting the moisture content in your cooking is one of the key skills you need to develop. So I'm just adding about 1/2 spoon or less than 1/2 spoon of Kashmiri chili powder. Otherwise, I'm not adding any other powders. No turmeric powder, no jeera powder, no coriander powder, just Kashmiri red chili powder. At this point, I'm going to add all the vegetables and the leaves which I cut and kept it ready. So you can see the masala is just getting cooked nicely and it's bind together. So I have carrot and I have some potatoes. I'm just make sure I just drain some beans, some small diced cauliflower, mix it well. I'm going to add chopped mint leaves. So you can really smell the mint and the coriander is getting cooked. Just adding few teaspoons of water. At this point, I'm going to add the tomatoes, and tomatoes will give some water out. So obviously that we have to wait for that stage to come out. So adding a little bit of water, probably about 1 tablespoon. Now the tomatoes got cooked, and now we can see that the gravy is just forming, but it's still dry. At this point, I'm adding the curd, 50 ml of curd, probably about 5 spoons. So at this point, you can see it's a wholesome flavor which is coming. And you don't need to really fully cook the vegetables because you're going to make a dum, which means that process also cook the vegetables to the final stage. So probably about 70 to 75% of your cooking of vegetables will do. But the whole idea is your masala has to be really cooked and the oil has to be separated. So at that point, I'm going to leave it aside and cook the rice and combine it together and then making it as a dum. So that's the process I'm going to do. So usually we will just add a pinch of sugar. And if you look at the gravy, I need is a little more water because we're going to cook the rice only for about 70% and I need that 30% of moisture in this masala so that the rice will take it from it and then get cooked fully. Now I'm going to switch it off and this is going to leave it aside and we're going to show you cooking the rice and then putting it together. So I'm just adding some oil that will keep that rice to be got separated, and this point I'm adding a bay leaf and a cinnamon, 3 cloves, 2 cardamom. I always pinch the cardamom and put it inside. Almost about 5-10 minutes now. Once it's come to the boil, I'm going to add the soaked rice almost for about 45 minutes now. Now I'm going to add salt, probably about 1.5 teaspoons, and now I'm going to add the rice into it. So probably without breaking, I'm gently spreading the rice across the pan, and you don't close it, just let it cook in an open boil. Probably takes about 2 to 3 minutes because its rice is already soaked. It is not going to take much time. Now you can see the rice is almost about 70% done. It's not fully cooked. At that point, I'm just going to remove all the spices or the whatever is floating because we already had then the masala, the basic gravy. So I don't want too many of them. So this is done. The gravy which is there, adding about a small lemon wedges, and once it's just to give a gentle mix. And I'm going to slow down the flame. I'm going to add the rice. The moisture in the masala or the gravy should be enough to cook the rice 100%. So, and this is enough. You can see the rice is independent and all separated, and this should have enough. You don't need to worry about mixing it all together. Just give a few shift of rice, adding 2 to 3 spoons of ghee. Close the cooker. Just allow, altogether it's about 15 minutes of dum, 10 on the minimum flame and then 5 just sitting on the stove, and it should be enough. Now let's open it. So you can still the rice is separated nice. The flavor, the taste, the aroma, it's all very natural. I'm going to close it and then leave it for another 5 minutes. Just transfer into a serving bowl. So now what we have seen today is how to make vegetable biryani. Few techniques which were used that give the biryani the required flavor, the consistency and the color. So hope you enjoyed the dish today. I know there are a few processes involved, but I hope that I've given you enough methods for you to break and understand and practice by yourself. Leave us a comment if the recipe works for you, and please do share this with your friends, and please subscribe the channel. I look forward to see you soon with another recipe. Thank you.